Welcome back. Time is 7:14. It's been a harrowing few years for aviation catastrophes. At the forefront, the Potomac River DCA mid-air collision that took 67 lives in January of 2025. That same year, a Delta Connection regional jet suffered a hard landing into Toronto, turning upside down, leaving passengers hanging from their seatbelts doused in jet fuel. This year, an Air Canada regional jet crashed into a fire truck on its landing roll at LaGuardia, killing its two pilots during the ground collision.
And just when you couldn't imagine anything more bizarre happening, just days ago, a passenger on a Ryanair flight over Greece had his head and shoulders pulled out of a window mid-flight after that window became dislodged. Chief Transportation Correspondent and pilot Mackay Beeler is here to explain really what happened. And Mackay, this is so scary. It's what people who are afraid of flying are afraid of happening.
Yeah, it's almost unthinkable. Well, thank God the passenger survived after his wife was able to hold on to his legs for around 5 minutes to keep him from being totally sucked out of his seat out of the plane. Had it not been for her and his seatbelt, this could have had a fatal outcome, like a very similar situation on a Southwest Airlines flight. That was in 2018. That's when a Boeing 737 experienced an engine failure over Pennsylvania. The engine covering broke in the failure. Fragments burst a cabin window, causing explosive depressurization. One passenger was partially ejected, just like the Ryanair, from the aircraft window, but died. Now, in Friday's incident, a Ryanair Boeing 737 over Greece made an emergency landing after a cabin window dislodged mid-flight. According to reports, debris from an engine failure, just like the Southwest one, smashed the window open, partially pulling a 61-year-old passenger head first outside before being pulled back in. The plane underwent explosive decompression. The aircraft landed normally after shutting down that bad engine, and passengers were returned to the terminal. The passenger was hospitalized, seems to be doing okay. Ryanair is an Irish ultra-low-cost airline.
Okay, so what is the normal procedure in the situation regarding, like, what does a pilot do?
Right, so things happen very, very quickly. Yeah. They reach for the quick-donning oxygen mask and put it on. They start an emergency descent. They have to put that mask on within 5 seconds. The cabin oxygen masks will drop. Pilots perform the emergency descent procedures through memorandums and checklists. They have to get down to 10,000 feet within 4 minutes so people can breathe, because their oxygen is only going to last maybe 15 minutes. Thrust goes to idle, maximum rate of descent to prevent hypoxia. And again, oxygen for the passengers is only about 15 minutes worth, so they got to get down quickly. They land normally after shutting down that failed engine, all according to procedures and checklists.
Oh, so Ryanair is an airline I've never heard of before. Who investigates this now?
Right, so the European authorities will investigate it. Boeing, because Boeing is an American made airline or airplanes, right? So Boeing will investigate it. Irish and European aviation authorities, possibly the FAA, and they are going to look at those maintenance records.
Okay, so are there any other similar accidents that have happened? You mentioned the other Southwest.
I got to tell you about this one. I learned about this one in airline training. It blew my mind. A Bach 111, a British Airways flight, 5390 from England to Spain. This was in June 1990. The windscreen, or the windshield, blew out at 17,000 feet. It had been incorrectly installed. The plane suffered explosive decompression. The captain, who had taken off his shoulder harness and loosened his seatbelt, was partially sucked out of the cockpit window. A flight attendant held onto his feet, which were tangled in the flight controls. Other cabin crew members helped hold his feet while his body is outside the airplane. And again, the captain had loosened that lap belt and taken the shoulder harness off. First officer landed the plane safely. The captain got frostbite, broken bones, took 5 months to recover. He then returned to flying after that. Key takeaway, wear your seatbelt, keep it tight. And I kind of wish that passengers had shoulder harnesses, because we pilots have shoulder harnesses. I never take mine off. I keep that shoulder harness on.
You don't get sucked out the window. That's what it is, right, Mackay?
That's insane.
Okay.
I don't have much to add to that.
God bless that captain.
Yeah.
He went back and flew.
That's insane.
Well, you got to make
That's
it,
crazy.
you know, good for them. I'm saying God bless the passengers that had to get back on a plane to go wherever they were going after they watched somebody get sucked out the window.
Right,
and good on his wife, right?
Yeah,
Thank goodness.
She could have had
for 5 minutes.
She had to think about it.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well,
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.